Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Netflix series is said to have prompted the Prime Minister of the UK, Rishi Sunak, to step in for a plan to regulate streaming services. After the first 3 episodes of the documentary on the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were made available on December the 8th, the documentary was recently accused of spreading lies. Amidst the buzz, Cultural Secretary Michelle Donnelland is reportedly eyeing to propose a media bill next year, The Telegraph reported. Reports indicate that the Prime Minister would give Ofcom, the organisation in charge of overseeing broadcasting, the authority to regulate online video providers. A new code of conduct would allow the UK's communications regulator to probe firms like Netflix and Amazon Prime for possible violations and issue fines up to £250,000. Plans to provide Ofcom a legal footing on which to regulate streaming services will be included in the government's media bill, which could be introduced as early as next year. In the 6-part series Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex explain the events that prompted them to decide to leave their royal duties and begin a new life in the United States. Using fabricated film to demonstrate media abuse of the pair, one of the trailers perpetrates the misconceptions that have dogged the couple's Netflix project from the start. Meghan describes being fed to the wolves, beside a photo of her allegedly being pursued by a pack of photographers. Except the picture was clearly taken when she flew by private jet to New York for a lavish baby shower when she was expecting her first child, Archie, accompanied by a team of taxpayer-funded police officers. Footage of cameramen included in the trailer was actually filmed as former glamour model Katie Price arrived for a drink-driving court appearance. Meanwhile, a photograph showing banks of waiting press photographers was taken at a Harry Potter premiere with no royal attendance. Meghan asserted at one point that her and Harry's engagement interview with the BBC's Michelle Hussein was an orchestrated reality show, where they weren't allowed to tell their own story. The Radio 4 host waded in on the debate, gasping live on air when she heard the claim before stating, "Recollections may vary," in response to the assertion. One source who had been involved in the interview process said, "Every word of that interview was about what they wanted to say. She, Meghan, controlled every micro detail of how their engagement publicly went." At one point, footage shows photographers swanning around a car as Meghan says, "I realised the royal household, are never going to protect you." The trailer then cuts to an image of Meghan wiping her eyes, apparently in tears. But the car footage was filmed outside the home of Donald Trump's former lawyer, Michael Cohen, as he left to start a prison sentence in 2019. In another image, a video photographer appeared to be hovering behind Harry and Meghan as they left the room with their infant boy Archie. According to writer Robert Jobson, the photo was taken when Harry and Meghan saw Archbishop Desmond Tutu in Cape Town, and they had agreed on a location where only 3 officially authorised British photographers and journalists may stand. He called it a complete travesty to use the photo as an illustration of press encroachment.